And guys, before we get the video underway, this is not a paid sponsorship whatsoever. I stand to gain nothing from this at all. My buddy's girlfriend makes these masks, and I gotta say, out of all the different ones that I've worn, this is absolutely by far the best. And the reason what makes them the best for me anyway, this is the only mask that I've worn that does not fog the crap out of my glasses. And if you wear glasses, you understand the pain that it causes. And you want to be able to wear a mask, you want to be able to be respectful of other people's places. But look, nothing, no fog at all. I wear this mask at work 6, 7, 8 hours at a time, and I'm 100% fine with it. And if the Leafs aren't necessarily your cup of tea, that's fine. There's lots of other fabrics available. There's Blue Jays, there's Raptors, there's even just solid black. There's other patterns, and it's all on our Instagram page, which is going to be linked in the description of this video. And the reason it does that is because it fits properly. I wear it a little bit higher, I put my glasses over top like that, and I am good to go. They are made to measure masks. You measure from the tip of your nose to about 1 inch from your ear or so, and that's going to be the perfect size to fit you. The straps over here on the side are very, very soft. They don't hurt my ears at all. Like I said, I wear this at work 5, 6, 7, 8 hours at a time, and it's absolutely fine. And the best thing about it is reversible. You can wear them on either side. So if you're at work, you can't necessarily wear the Maple Leaf print there. You can flip it inside out, and you're good to go. All the information on how to order these masks, if you're in the GTA, they are available for pickup. But if you don't live in the GTA and you really want one, all the information, like I said, is in the description of this video. Shipping is $5. This Leaf mask was $15. So come out to about $20, and you got yourself a machine washable, 100% cotton, made to fit mask that does not fog up your glasses. Welcome to Downtown Sports. My name is Downtown Stephen Brown, and in today's video, guys, just right off the bat, if the Toronto Maple Leafs lose to the Columbus Blue Jackets in this year's play-in round, I will delete my YouTube channel. We need to raise the stakes, and we need to get hyped over this. We need to raise the confidence level of Leafs Nation here, and we need to start speaking things into existence, because we all know that the Maple Leafs are going to allow the first goal of this series, and this fragile fan base will fall directly onto its face and retreat into its shell. And you guys know me, trust me, the analysis and a little bit of looking into the series will start in a little bit, but you know me, I am good on my word. I promised that I would shave my head bald for 1,000 subscribers, and I did do that. I also promised that if the Maple Leafs did sign John Tavares, I would smash a large ice cream cone with sprinkles right into my face on Canada Day, and I did that 2 years ago. And the inspiration for the idea and the energy behind this was this tweet. I was watching this video, and I was getting increasingly more and more upset because I was seeing people doubting the Leafs at the same time, and I'm like, no cookie cutter team is coming in here and ruining what we've waited so long for. You see this man, you see this face, you see this guy that's maybe named after pasta. We're gonna call him John Tortellini for the rest of these play-in rounds and for the foreseeable future here. If you need to, print out a picture of his face here and just crumple it up, because this man not gonna be a problem for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And you know why? He knows it, I know it, you know, and everyone knows it. They don't have the skill, they don't have the talent to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. What's that meme that goes around? I don't think that you have the facilities for that, big man. He doesn't got it. Look, and it's not just me that believes this. This is a model or a tweet from Dom Lucian on Twitter. And look, the Maple Leafs are at a 66% chance of winning according to his model and his metrics here. 65% chance here. Even has a breakdown of the number of games that they'll win in. And it's more likely that they'll win in 4 than 5 or 3. So what are we even worrying about here? Last year's version of the Toronto Maple Leafs took the Boston Bruins to Game 7, the guys that would end up going to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals and eventually knocking out the Columbus Blue Jackets after they beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Toronto Maple Leafs took the Boston Bruins to 7 games and even held a 3-2 lead in the series while having Jake Muzzin playing through an injury, while having Jake Gardiner play through an injury, while having Travis Dermott play through an injury, and having Zach Hyman kill penalties on one knee. And I know that the Columbus Blue Jackets had a lot of injuries throughout the year that they had to overcome, and I know that they lost Matt Duchene and Artemi Panarin last offseason, and they're still in the position that they're in to be even playing the Toronto Maple Leafs at this point. But you are not going to tell me that a fully healthy Toronto Maple Leaf team, minus Andreas Johnsson, who looks poised to come back in, I guess, the second round because of the rules and stuff like that, you're not going to tell me that this Toronto Maple Leaf team is not good enough. I don't care. Work ethic, goaltending, I do not care. The other team knows that they are beat. The other team knows that they aren't good enough. Go out there and take it to them. Do you think Ilya Mikheyev and Zach Hyman are sitting in their hotel room right now worrying about Seth Jones? No, Seth Jones is sitting in his hotel room worrying about those guys. Because if we're taking a look at these numbers here from Seth Jones, yes, he is absolutely immaculate. He was one of the best defensemen in the entire NHL right now. But if you're looking down to that bottom category, entry defense, he really, really struggles holding his own team's blue line. Because we're taking a look at these numbers here for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they exit the zone with possession a lot. And they also enter the zone with possession a lot with the likes of William Nylander, Mitch Marner, and Kasperi Kapanen. Like I talked about in a previous video where I highlighted that Kasperi Kapanen is one of the best players in transition in the entire NHL. Once he gets into the zone is a different story, but he does get it there. And I guess these are the lines that the Columbus Blue Jackets went with in their game against the Boston Bruins the other day here. And we're not seeing Josh Anderson. He is on the roster, but it's not 100% sure whether he's going to be playing in this series against Toronto. These teams are very much polar opposites of each other, with the Columbus Blue Jackets having a mediocre to weak forward core, but they do bolster one of the best defensive pairings in the entire NHL, and they do have a little bit of depth there on the blue line. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are going to be trying to play this boring kind of lull you to sleep type of game, and then they're going to be trying to take advantage of the Maple Leafs' mistakes, because let's face it, the Maple Leafs they are prone to making mistakes. But this is probably the healthiest lineup that the Toronto Maple Leafs have had all season long, and I don't think that people understand that. They don't understand. I know that Columbus had a lot of injuries, and I'm not taking that away from them. I'm sorry, it's not the same. It's not the same. And it's not the same thing because this Toronto Maple Leaf team was built around offensive depth, and it was built around being able to skate faster than you. And what do you do when you can't start the season with Zach Hyman and he misses about a month's worth of games? What do you do when you miss Ilya Mikheyev, the second Zach Hyman to the team, for 2.5 or 3 months? What do you do when John Tavares breaks his finger and comes back early and plays hurt anyway? What do you do when Mitch Marner pulls something in his leg and misses 2 or 3 weeks? What do you do when Kerfoot breaks his jaw and suffers a concussion and really can't get his season back online? What do you do when the coach just flat out refuses to play Jason Spezza? And that's not mentioning Andreas Johnsson anywhere in there too, and he's a awesome middle six forward. I would argue that the biggest injury that the Maple Leafs had to endure this entire season came on the blue line with Morgan Rielly, because even when he was in the lineup, he was a shell of himself playing through some type of injury that he later confirmed when he came back that, yeah, I was playing through injury. When he got walked by Connor McDavid, I mean, a lot of people get walked by Connor McDavid and there's nothing to be ashamed of it, but he was playing through an injury at that point. And when your entire game is based around offense and speed, when you're missing your number one puck-moving defenseman, who is an elite offensive force back there, defensively is another question, but Morgan Rielly is one of the best offensive defensemen in the entire NHL. When you're missing your best puck mover and one of the better puck movers around the NHL, and you're missing the guys that he gets the puck to, of course the team is going to struggle. And I'm sorry, aside from Morgan Rielly and all the forward injuries there, we do not know what playoff Jake Muzzin looks like. Muzzin missed several games towards the end of last season with some type of illness, and he was nowhere near 100% in that series against the Bruins. And like I said earlier, they had other injuries on that blue line and to key guys like Zach Hyman, and they still pushed the Bruins to 7. And I mean, if we're already looking at some stats and some numbers, we might as well just throw this one in there. Yeah, I guess it kind of speaks for itself, but there are different levels to toughness. But I think that the kind of toughness that the Maple Leafs do lack at the end of the day is mental toughness, the ability to recover from allowing the first goal of the game, or being up 3-1 and allowing a goal, being 3-2 and pushing the pressure and making sure that the other team doesn't get the next one. But I got faith. It is unwavering. I will be watching all of these games. Hopefully you will be too. We're all going to be going through it together. And the best thing that we can do right now, like I talked about it at the beginning of the video, I've mentioned it here on the channel before, you got to speak things into existence. You got to say it to yourself in your head, or say it to yourself out loud even. This is in any situation, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be hockey. It doesn't have to be watching the Leafs. It could be going to that job interview. It could be going to go buy a car. It could be playing your own sports games. It could just be getting through a level in a video game. It doesn't matter. It could be going to the gym. It could be trying anything new. You just have to say to yourself, I can do it. And you have to keep saying it. You have to keep saying it, and you have to keep believing it, because I don't think many people realize just the raw power that has. If you surround yourself with negative and nervous energy, you're setting yourself up to fail. But if you go into it, even if you don't believe it, even if you wholeheartedly don't believe it, you just look yourself in the face and you tell yourself, I can do it. You'd be surprised the difference that makes. And if you want proof that that kind of thing works, just look at this channel. Just look at the thing that we've been able to build from the ground up together while there's been no hockey going on. So I think that's where I'm going to be ending off the video for today, guys. Make sure to enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the hockey that's going to be on basically all day, every day for the next week or so. I wish your favorite team the best of luck. But if they're the Columbus Blue Jackets, then I'm sorry I can't do that. And if you guys have made it this far into the video, you guys are the real ones. Comment DTSB in the comments section. I want to see how many of those we can get down there. And leave a like on the video because it does really help out the channel. And I genuinely, wholeheartedly do mean what I said earlier. It blows my mind what we've been able to accomplish here so far with absolutely no hockey. And I'm so excited to see what we're going to be doing moving forward. So make sure to like the video if you did like it. Subscribe for more because more is always on the way. And guys, remember, the Leafs are going to take it to them.